Hello again, gang. Welcome back to the channel. Jayhuahua here, and it's another Football Manager 2023 experiment. And today, it's another hidden attributes test. It's hidden attributes part 2. Let's get straight into it, and I'll tell you all about it. If you've been here before, the hidden attributes test, the perfect hidden attributes versus the awful hidden attributes test. I did that on the channel. It is hands down the best video on the channel up to this point. Yeah, so that video did amazing, and there was a lot of comments in there about things that the people would want to change because of how skewed it was. It was an extreme experiment, like literally 20 on every hidden attribute versus 1 on every hidden attribute. So what I've decided to do today is I've tried to balance the playing field a little bit. So we've got Reese Perfect, who is Welsh. He's got a current ability of 100 and a potential ability of 200. However, he's got 10s for his hidden attributes. Average hidden attributes, you might say. Middle of the road. Not so perfect, Reese? Whereas Johnny Perfect, the Scotsman, exactly the same basic attribute breakdown up to this point. 100 current ability, 170 potential ability, but he's got perfect hidden attributes. So, I'm expecting Johnny Perfect to get to 170, no drama. However, Reese Perfect, will he get to 200? I think he probably will, because 10s are good enough, because he'll probably approve some of those, but are the perfect hidden attributes for the 170 player going to mean he's a considerably better player than a player that's got much higher current ability but a much lower hidden attribute breakdown? I think it could be quite interesting. So, without further ado, we're going to jump through just the 1 year, as is customary with our experiments, jumping through 1 year to see how we're getting on. Right then, we are 1 year into the future. Not a lot's happened. Didn't expect them to have been playing loads of games, but Reese has gone to Arsenal. And he's now 114 out of 200. And Johnny has gone to QPR. Johnny's only on £240 a week. Come on, QPR, get your hands in your pockets. He's worth more than that. Reese is just a little bit better in the physical department. So despite the fact that Johnny does have the perfect hidden attributes, Reese has improved at a better rate. Has he improved any of his hidden attributes? No, they've all remained the same. Very interesting. Okay. So yeah, not a lot to see in that first season. It's always interesting to see where they go as their first club. Johnny is under contract till 2025 at QPR, and Reese is under contract till 2026. And it'll be 2026 we will be returning. But before we jump 3 years into the future, there's a little bit of YouTube admin that we've got to take care of. If you do like this kind of content, please do drop a like on the video. If you've got any ideas for any experiments, please do leave them in the comments down below. I do read all comments and I try to respond to them all. And if you've got some good ideas, I will incorporate them into some of my videos and I will tweak them or just take the idea and give you a shout out when I do it. Because, yeah, some ideas that I've been given so far have been fantastic and been received very well by you lot. So if you've got any ideas, leave them in the comments. And like I say, do like the video because it does help you push it out to more people and it means a hell of a lot. And if you've not already, please do subscribe to the channel. We are pushing for however many subscribers we want. I want more subscribers. You want to subscribe. We can solve each other's problem. Click that subscribe button. Thanks for listening to that, gang. I will be jumping through 3 more years. Okay, so we're 2026 and Johnny Perfect is no longer at Queen's Park Rangers. He has moved to Leeds United. Leeds. For £21.5 million, he's had a good run of it in the Championship, helping QPR out no end, surely, with those 21 league goals in that season. In his first season in the Premier League for Leeds, he got 15 goals, 1 assist, 1 player of the match. And he's got to 145 out of 170, capped 13 times by Scotland with 5 goals, 12 under 21 caps and 12 goals as well. £21.5 million is a decent price tag for a player that's going to be 170 overall. I mean, 170 is that world-class level. It really is. You know, you might think, oh, 200 is what you expect, but if you get a player that's going to be 170, 160 plus, you have got a world-class talent on your hands that you could be flipping for well over 100 million. So 170 is going to be a great signing for Leeds. Let's go down to Reese, who is still at Arsenal. He's extended that contract. He's now on 35 Gs a week. He has improved a hell of a lot as well. He's not playing as much for Arsenal. He's 18 substitute appearances, 3 goals. He went to Sunderland on loan, 19 goals in 44 games. And this better not be another one of those experiments where Arsenal absolutely screw over my player, because Arsenal have done this with physical Phil in the attribute column experiment that we did on the channel. Look at this synergy and cross promotion of all these videos I've done. Like, you've seen them all, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen them, you don't know what I'm talking about. Go and watch them after this one. But go and watch them. Or pause this one. Go and watch them and come back and go, I know what it was on about. Anyway, yeah, so current ability, they've kept pace with each other, really. So the average hidden attributes has not really affected Reece. He's done well at Arsenal. He's not played as many games, but he's been at a better team to, you know, train in better facilities, shall we say. So I think that probably balances itself out, really. And Reece has been he scored 9 goals in 14 appearances for Wales. He actually got 10 goals in 24 under-21 appearances. Let's do the comparison. The polygons have shifted somewhat, haven't they? Aerially, Johnny Perfect is much better and better defensively, but Reece is better in the attacking sense and technically. In terms of being a striker, I think Reece is... I don't know. Who would you want in your team more at this moment in time? The pace is negligible. The physicality is negligible, really. To be fair, Johnny, with the 15 jumping reach, he's grown an extra inch as Johnny. Had a growth spurt. Starting both off at 6'4". He's now 6'1". Reece has got 16 on finishing. He's taken the finishing. Johnny's improved everywhere else. But at this point, at this moment in time, if I'm picking one, I'm probably picking Johnny. Probably picking Johnny. Just on the attributes alone. Never mind the hidden attributes. So while we're here, let's have a quick look at his hidden attributes. So his hidden attributes, he's up at 11 from adaptability, 12 for ambition. His temperament and his consistency have also moved up to 11. Have Johnny's depreciated at all? His loyalty's gone up to 2. His ambition's down at 13. His adaptability's gone to 18. His professionalism's down at 14. He's lost pressure, sportsmanship and temperament are down at 18. Controversy's down at 9. I think it was probably at 10 to begin with. He's lost a hell of a lot, certainly on professionalism, which is really doing him dirty, isn't it? Because he was at 20s. Okay, right. Well, let's jump forward 5 years and see how they're getting on at 25 years old, arguably the peak of their careers or about to enter the peak of their careers. Where will they both be? Surely they'll be playing for teams in the Champions League. Surely they'll be nearly at their potential. See you in 5 years, gang. Right. Well, Johnny's there, 170 out of 170. Playing for Bournemouth on 190 grand a week. Reece is at 182, still at Arsenal on 230 grand a week. Liverpool want Johnny. So we're going to come to Johnny in a minute. We'll look at Reece, absolute superstar. 32 in 56 for Wales. 84 in 214 for Arsenal, and he's now starting. He's now playing. He's now arguably first choice striker. He was a substitute for a lot of years. I think that's what's held him back initially. I do think that's what's held him back. In terms of his hidden attributes, his consistency is now up at 14. His temperament and professionalism up at 12. Ambition and adaptability as well. Important matches at 11 and versatility at 14. Can he play in another position? No. He's not for sale though, and rightly so. 182 out of 200. Johnny Perfect then. As we've seen, wanted by Liverpool. Got in 33 and 59 for the national team. He's on 190 grand a week. He's on £190,000 a week at Bournemouth. No offence, Bournemouth. Leeds sold him for £16.5 million. You've got to say, Leeds 26-27, Leeds must have been relegated. They were relegated. They went down 19th, 38 goals for, 15 of them by Johnny Perfect, getting a 7.08 in a relegation season. So he's obviously done well. 16.5 million must have been his relegation release clause, and Bournemouth snapped him up, and he's done pretty well for Bournemouth. 24 in 34 in the most recent season, getting a 7.56. And let's have a look at the Premier League. Well, Arsenal have won a Premier League, so Reece has a trophy to his name. Bournemouth, they bought him here. That's where Leeds went down. Norwich have gone into the Conference League from getting relegated. That's a Bournemouth, 12th, 4th, 5th, 9th. The Bournemouth have had Champions League football. Oh, in 2022, Fabian Delcourt took over as a tycoon. Literally, 18th of the 7th. That's literally in the first couple of weeks of the game, isn't it? Like, what, 3 weeks? Fabian Delcourt Arena. He's only gone and built himself a stadium. Arrogant prick. He's now scaling down the funding. So if Bournemouth, they've got up there, Sean Dyche is in charge and Johnny Perfect is at the helm. Not the helm. Johnny Perfect is leading the line. Fair play. Arsenal have also won the Europa League in 2026. Was Reece playing? Wasn't playing a lot, I don't think. But Chelsea, Leipzig, Newcastle, Villarreal and Tottenham have also won it. In terms of Carabao Cups, no Carabao Cups for either player. Sorry, Arsenal won it last season. What am I on about? Arsenal have also won a couple of FA Cups in this experiment as well. I think Johnny is going to be able to get trophies. he's not a bad player by any stretch of the imagination, but let's have a look at his attributes. Ambition, down. Loyalty, up at 3. Pressure, professionalism and sports. Professionalism has gone back up to 18. Temperament at 17. He's actually had a bit of a resurgence. Leeds were doing no favours for him. It's Bournemouth. And I tell you what, bloody Sean Dyche, innit? Sean Dyche has got him on the straight and narrow and said, Johnny, get back to where you were, mate. Your attitude's getting worse. Johnny sorted himself out. Happy days. So, where are we then? 2020, so the 25 years old, 2031, 30, 5 more years? Seems sensible, right? Okay, we're back in 2036. Reece has been at Arsenal for his entire career, and he's still only at 187. He's not made it to 200. Let's have a look at Reece first of all. He's now scoring a hell of a lot. He's look at this, last few seasons, 29, 30, 27. Last 3 seasons, he's come alive as Reece. He's at his peak. And his hidden attributes, so his professionalism's up at 15. 18 for consistency. He's really improved his hidden attributes over the course of this experiment, which is very impressive. 68 goals in 109 caps for Wales. But it's all about Johnny, isn't it? Johnny's gone to Newcastle. First of all, let's look at his hidden attributes. Feels all right. Feel like they're doing all right, aren't they? Not too bad. So he moved for £75 million from Bournemouth. He was only at Bournemouth for 1 more year, and then he's gone to Newcastle for £75 million. And whilst there, he scored just over a goal every other game in the league. Getting in the 7s, doing pretty good. But Arsenal have won it twice in the last 3 years. And Joe Hendry is absolutely insane. Scottish as well. 190. Well, Scotland are going to have a good side, aren't they? A couple of great players. Johnny Perfect, though, for Newcastle, did win Footballer of the Year. Phil Foden won it for quite a lot of years. Top goal scorer. Reece Perfect for the last 3 years. But Johnny did get it in his first season for Newcastle with 21. Oh, he's also had it with Bournemouth as well with 24. Reece down here with 20. Reece, 68 and 109 for Wales. Johnny, 77 and 123 for Scotland. We have seen an absolute superstar as well, who plays for Tottenham, who is Scottish. So I'm very interested to see how the national teams have been getting on. But we're going to save that for the end. In terms of FA Cups, nothing new. Carabao, again, Arsenal have won a Carabao. Right, Champions Leagues then. Oh, and they've won a Champions League, beating Tottenham in the 2032-33 final, no less. Look how many Champions Leagues Man City have won as well. Man City, Real Madrid, Dortmund have snuck one. Man City have won 6, but Arsenal have won 1. So Reece has completed the set. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, and the Champions League. Will he have done anything internationally though? We will find out. Okay, I'll jump through to the end of the careers and we'll see where we're at. Oh, Reece has hung on, but he's retiring. So we're going to have to go back to 43. Came to 43 originally and they're both still there. Jump forward to 45, both gone. Go back to 44, one of them gone. When did it say he's retiring? He's at Juventus, Johnny is. Right. Reece has had a much better career, considerably. He's still miles better. Scored 200 more goals. Although he's only got 109 caps for Wales. When did he retire from Wales? Retired in 2036 from international football. Oh, long-term plans. He might become a staff member, so we will be jumping forward again. In terms of his career statistics, I am in the way, of course I am. 329 league, 329 league goals in 621 league games and 69 assists, 69 man of the matches. Very nice. 7.27 overall for Reece. Johnny, on the other hand, we've got a transfer to keep up with here. Gone to Juventus for 6.5 million. He did, again, 21 in a couple of seasons for Newcastle, and then he's just been the high teens, and he's just slowly slipped away. And then he's got 9 in 29 for Juve. Very disappointing, that is, actually. 99 assists, but 91 player in the matches. So he's got more assists and more man of the matches than Reece, but less goals. 7.29. He's actually overall, while he's not got the goals, he's got more assists, more man of the matches, and a higher average rating throughout his career. Reece has got 19 for consistency. He's improved quite a bit across the board in terms of his hidden attributes. His versatility has moved from 10 to 19. He can now finally play attacking midfield centre, but that's it. Yeah, not too bad. Slipped a bit, is what it is. So he's basically been at Newcastle. He's gone to Juve for the last season. Newcastle have come run up in the league a couple of times, only once though with Johnny leading the line. Arsenal have won the league a few times. 4 Champions Leagues as well. 2033, 37, 39 and 43. 4 Champions Leagues. Absolute scenes. Newcastle have not got anything. The 28-29, they've won a Europa League. Newcastle have won an FA Cup. Of course, Sheffield United have come through and done something. Have they had a tycoon? Failed tycoon in 2039. Jude Bellingham, manager of Sheffield United. Did not expect to see that. 141 caps for England. That's absolutely thrown me. I'm just all over the shop with that. Steven Gerrard's in charge of Liverpool. How long has he been there? Just over 2 years. Took him till that. Just over 2 years. It took him till 2040 to get the Liverpool job. Unfortunate, isn't it? Anyway, FA Cup. Newcastle have won an FA Cup. Arsenal haven't won an FA Cup in nearly 20 years. Carabao Cup. Newcastle again won a couple. Arsenal haven't won a Carabao Cup in 10 years, but they've come runner-up a lot. 4 times they've come runner-up in the Carabao. Losing to Tottenham in the final here. Losing to Newcastle twice. Reece versus Johnny. The battle of the perfects. You might say a perfect battle, eh? I wouldn't blame you for clicking off after that, but there's not long left of the video, so you might as well stick around. Why do you think I wait till now to make a rubbish joke? Smart. Okay, so there we go then. Reece has had the better career in terms of team accolades. Internationally then, Roberto Martinez in charge of Scotland. They've won sod all. Wales are 41st. Have also won sod all. 114 goals and 192 caps for Scotland. We will look at the World Golden Ball. Joe Hendry, of course, has won it again at the ripe old age of 34. Where's he come from? Celtic, 20.5 million. What a signing. Look at this, 7.97. We're going back. Joe Hendry has absolutely just mugged us off here. Look how many Joe Hendrys won. Reece has won the Golden Ball once. Liverpool's Endrick come third that season. But he went to PSG for a season, it looks like. 2 years he was there, and then he went to Liverpool. Became a superstar. Right, Reece is the only one to win the Golden Ball. Under 21 Footballer of the Year. Reece won it twice while at Arsenal. NXGN. Johnny won the NXGN when he was at Leeds. Footballer of the Year. Johnny has won the Footballer of the Year in 2039 and Reece won it in 2036. So in terms of individual accolades, Reece has just nicked it. He's just nicked it, but I think Joe Hendry, the local hero, if you know, you know. That's a niche independent wrestling reference. No, not so independent anymore. Anyway, digressing. Right. Look at this though. Top 2 in Footballer of the Year, Scottish. And then Reece rounding off 3rd. The British Isles absolutely taking it apart here. Okay. Let's have a look. Firstly, England 7th. I'm going to look at all the World Cups and Euros, see who's won. Got to look at the England managers. Has Ralph Hasenhüttl been in charge? Yes, he has. Of course he has. Conte, Mourinho, Valverde, Hasenhüttl, Mancini, Simone Inzaghi, Philippe Clement. 1 World Cup. No World Cups for England in this experiment. It's been Germany, Belgium, Germany, Holland, France, Spain. Germany beating England in the 2022 final in Qatar. And in terms of European football championships, Italy, Croatia, France, Italy, and Scotland have come runner-up twice. Unlucky in 2032 and 2040. Scotland nearly taking it with Johnny Perfect. Don't know if he was still playing for him at 2040, but not bad. Not bad at all. Right, final stop before we get to the end of the line is, did they become staff members? Johnny Perfect is an unemployed assistant manager with pretty crap attributes. 17 for adaptability, 13 for determination. That's it. I wonder who's unemployed. He's not had a job. Not had a job since he retired at Juventus. He did play another season at Juve, to be fair, scoring another 8 goals in 31 games. Did they do anything that season? No, they didn't win the league. He went there when they were 2041-42. Oh, he just played a couple of games for Newcastle and then they let him go for 7.75 million to Juve. They just won the league champions. He's come in and he balls it up. They've lost it. Oh, Patrick Vieira in charge of Juve there. Interesting. Right, Reece. He did not become a staff member and he's also retired. There we go then, gang. That's the end of the experiment. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. It's been a lot of fun from my perspective. So what have we learned from today's experiment? I think we've learned basically that hidden attributes, whilst important, they do not always... It's always about the level of hidden attributes, isn't it? If the hidden attributes are okay, then if you've got the potential, they'll get there and with the right nurturing. And hidden attributes improve over time, much like attributes do. So, you know, you can turn players with mentoring and all that into superstars. So not the be all and end all. Anyway, there will be more coming in the near future on the channel. But for now, thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, please do, like I say, subscribe to the channel, like the video, all that jazz. Let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this. Take care and I'll see you soon.